What's up, everybody? Raddad Cooks here. Today we're going to be building on your pizza knowledge and whipping up this thin crust pizza. Piling on our knowledge we already learned, we're going to make this amazing thin crust pizza where you can take a bite into it, toppings don't fall off, it's not greasy, you can fold it just like it's from your favorite pizza joy. Let's get going. Semolina on the countertop. This is going to make it really easy to work our dough. We're gonna go ahead and stretch this shell out just like we would any other Raddad pizza. If you haven't seen the videos, please go back. There's actually a pizza playlist and you can watch all the tutorials on creating amazing pizza at home. We're gonna get this stretched out. We're stretching out 250 gram dough ball of Raddad Cooks pizza dough to 12 inches, just like we have in videos in the past. Except we're gonna put it on a pan. I know normally we use grills, we're using a pan. I'll put a link in the description below to the pan I'm using here. We're gonna stretch it out 2 more inches to get 14 total. Then we're gonna rub her down. We're gonna treat her nice. Some olive oil, spread it on with the hand, show it a little love. And then we're gonna dock our pie with a dough docker. If you don't know what that is, it's a little wheel, it's got some pins. It's gonna poke a bunch of holes in the dough. It's gonna keep it from rising as much as it would otherwise by putting a bunch of little holes for air to escape as the dough cooks. Now we're gonna add our classic Raddad Cooks pizza sauce. Check out the recipe if you haven't made it yet. We're using the same amount that we would use on our regular pie, okay? We're spreading it with a brush to get it nice and even, and then we're putting on our cheese. These are cheese sticks that are cut up into cubes. Once again, we're using the same amount we would on the 12-inch pie. So we got 161 grams of sauce and 128 grams of cheese on this pizza pie. Next, we're putting it in the oven. And while it's cooking, we can shred up our Romano. Normally we add this ahead of time. Before we put it in the oven, we're gonna add it afterwards this time. So we'll have that ready for when the pie comes out. Once your pie is cooked about 70% of the way, or about 7 of the 10 minutes in my particular oven's case, we're gonna slide it off that pan and directly onto the stone. You can see the cheese is nice and bubbly. We wanna go ahead and crisp up that bottom crust the rest of the way now. All right, once she's all done, we're gonna slide her on out and onto our board, and you will see that she is nice and thin. That bottom is so thin you can almost see through it, and it's crispy, not floppy. Go ahead and throw a Romano on there. The reason we add it afterwards is I find on a pizza this thin, if you put it on before, it will get real greasy. That's just not gonna give us the maximum results. We're gonna slice it. Since this is a 14-inch pie and a 12-inch pie, I'm going 8 slices instead of the traditional Raddad Cooks 6. And what we are left with is an amazing pie. Look how thin that is. I mean, that is like a 1/16 of an inch. Take a big old bite, don't have a landslide of toppings, fold it over, yummy. Well, thank you so much. I'm so glad you guys stopped by to build on your pizza knowledge with me. If you just discovered us because of this video, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell, that way you don't miss a single video. And also go back and check out the rest of our amazing pizza tutorials. Thank you very much, and we will see you next time. Peace!